Starting in 2023, the City of Toronto is imposing its new vacant home tax. And in this video, I'm going to go over the 5 things that you need to know about it. I had made a similar video to this earlier this year in the summer, but I've noticed recently that the views are really picking up on it because now this is coming to the forefront of the news. There was so much other stuff going on this year that few people may have forgot that this was actually happening. And why I'm making this video and why this is so important is that if you do not declare that you live in your home or you have it rented out or you qualify under one of the exemptions, the city is just going to assume that it was vacant and they're going to charge you. So this is extremely important. I'm going to show you exactly how to declare it in this video and everything else you need to know. Thanks again for being here. My name is Tom Storey. I run a real estate team here in the City of Toronto. If you get any value out of this video, all I ask is that you click maybe like and also join our growing community. The goal is still to get to 10,000 subscribers as soon as we can. If you want to book an appointment with me or anyone on my team, you can go into the first link in the description and book a time that works best for you. We're going to go over exactly what this tax is and where the money is going from it, your deadline to declare, how to actually declare, what it's going to cost if your property is left vacant, what tax are you actually going to have to pay, and we're going to go over all the exemptions. So we'll start by just going to the City of Toronto's website and go through this together. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to put this in the first link in the bio of this video. Okay, so you can go here. The online form to submit is now available. So you can submit your declaration right now. You don't have to wait anymore. You can do this online. You also may receive something in the mail that is yellow that allows you to declare that way as well. Okay, so let's just go over what the tax is. It's an annual tax that will be levied on vacant properties and residents beginning in 2023. If a property is considered vacant, it has been unoccupied for a total of 6 months during the previous calendar year, is otherwise deemed to be vacant under the bylaw. Now, keep in mind that this is going through the declaration of the property's 2022 status. So if you owned a property that is qualifying as being vacant, you're paying tax on last year, okay? So it's not like it starts fresh this year. It's coming into effect, but they're taxing you on last year. Now, the goal of the City of Toronto's vacant home tax is to increase the supply of housing by discouraging owners from leaving their residential properties unoccupied. Homeowners who choose to keep their properties vacant will be subject to a tax, and I'll tell you exactly how much it is. Now, here's the big thing. They're saying that revenues collected from the vacant home tax will be allocated towards affordable housing initiatives. Now, we've heard that before. I really hope they actually take the money from this and do something. Now, the second thing is, what is your deadline to declare? Okay, so the deadline to declare is February 2nd, 2023, okay? That takes us to the third thing you need to know, which is how to declare. You're going to go into the bio of this video. You're going to click on the link. You're going to come to this page, and you're going to click Submit Declaration. Now, when you get here, you can go through all the steps, and this is how you can declare. Now, just a reminder, if you do not declare, they automatically assume that your property is vacant. This is a bit lazy on the city, but honestly, I don't really blame them for doing this way. This is the same thing that Vancouver and BC did when they rolled out this tax. You have to declare or they're going to assume and they're going to charge you the tax. Now let's go over the type of declarations you can make as you are filling it out here. Okay, so the first one is occupied as your principal residence as a homeowner, pretty straightforward. Second is occupied as a principal residence of a permitted occupant. Okay, so you can read through that. Occupied by a tenanted property. So if you own a property and it's leased out, you do not have to pay this tax. Vacant with an eligible exemption, and we will go over the exemptions here in a second. Or the fifth one is just vacant. And if it's vacant, you're going to pay the tax. The fourth thing you need to know is how much are you going to have to pay if your property is vacant. Okay, so the vacant home tax calculation. Essentially, the vacant home tax is 1% of the current value assessment imposed by the city residents. Now, what this means is that it's 1% of what your property value is based on your taxes, okay? Not your actual true market value. As we know in the City of Toronto, your taxes are typically a lot lower than the true market value of your property, but it is 1% of the assessed value of your property. The final thing we're going to talk about is exemptions, so let's go through that together. Okay, so here are the exemptions if a property is vacant where you do not have to pay the tax. So it's going to show what the exemption is, a description, and then the documentation you will have to send to show proof of this, okay? So death of the owner, okay? Repairs or renovations where no one's living there because it's being worked on. Principal resident is in care, meaning they're not physically in the home because they're sick or potentially in the hospital or something like that. Transfer of legal ownership, which basically means the property has sold over a period of time. Maybe there's a long closing. You don't have to pay the tax for that. Occupancy of full-time employment or a court order. So that's it. That's everything that you need to know about Toronto's new vacant home tax. I hope you found that valuable. I'd also love to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Is the vacant home tax actually going to make housing in Toronto more affordable? I'm not so sure about that, but I'd love to know your opinion. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Tom Storey, and remember, home is where your story begins. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can learn more about the Storey Team at storeyteam.ca. We also have a weekly podcast called The Tom Storey Show, with new episodes each Sunday. If you'd like to book a call directly with Tom, you can do that via the first link in the description.